Hi everyone, this is Mix from SneaksandBallPH, and today we have a detailed review on the Quiccs collaboration on the Adidas Forum 84 Low TEQ63. Before we get started, if you do like the video, please make sure to leave a thumbs up down below. Then if you have any comments, questions, or any suggestions for future videos, please feel free to leave them in the comment section down below as well. Then I'll also be leaving a link to the SNBPH Sneaker Hunters Facebook group in the description box, so I do hope you can join us over there because that is a place where we talk about sneakers and basketball quite a bit, and it's also where we have the SNBPH Steel Cabinet where I take some shoes that I no longer use, or some shoes that I've reviewed in the past, and put them up for bidding at way below market value. Then if you haven't already, I do hope you can sub to the channel because it really does help us out quite a lot. Then with that being said, let's now take a look at this special collaboration between Quiccs and Adidas on the Forum 84 Low. For those who don't know, Quiccs is actually a Filipino artist and a toy maker, and he has definitely been making waves in the art scene as well as the toy scene because, the toys he makes are just super dope, and in my opinion, they can even rival Bear Bricks. I'm not too much into toys and art, but I do really respect what he's done, and he has definitely really worked hard and actually has spilled over even onto sneakers. Starting in 2020, Adidas did offer Quiccs a partnership, and that was just super big news here in the Philippines because if you can imagine a Filipino artist working with a global brand like Adidas was just kind of insane because we really never imagined this being a reality. But here it is. I definitely think I'm not alone in my opinion on these because a lot of people have been really hyped up about them because overall it is just super clean and such a well done collab. We already did do a video on Adidas forums just last week, so I will go through the tech specs, but I'll just kind of breeze through it, and we'll definitely be putting a lot more attention and more focus on the details and aesthetics on the shoe. But starting off with the traction, you do have your typical Forum 84 things with the circular pattern all throughout with the trefoil logos inside and a pivot point underneath the ball of the foot. You also have solid rubber in red all throughout, and it overall is just super grippy, super durable, and will work really well no matter where you go. Then moving out to the cushion, just like with all Adidas Forum 84s, you have a full-length rubber cupsole with a full-length polyurethane wedge inside. You also have a pretty thick insole, so that's really nice in terms of the comfort. And overall, the cushion is still a little bit more on the basic side, but it's definitely more comfortable than other shoes at the time, like the Nike Dunk and the Jordan 1. So for your all-day use, like if you're going out and walking around or standing around quite a bit, this will definitely be more than adequate. Then moving on to the material, since this is the Forum 84 Low, which is slightly different and slightly more expensive than the regular Forum Low, you have much better materials overall, and this is really why I recommend those Forum 84s because the quality of the materials for the additional $30 or 1,500 pesos is definitely worth it. You do have an almost entirely leather upper, and the cuts are super thick and super soft, and it also just has a mild texture which I really like because I don't really like having that super tumbled or super pebbled looking leather. So I think just having the leather nice and clean like this just makes it look really elegant and really nice. Then for the other materials on the shoe, you do have a bit of metal here on the lace debray, as well as the gold aglets on the laces. You also have your nice and flat laces, a velcro strap, as well as this velcro tab on the tongue, and your nice and padded textile soft liner. Overall, the materials are just amazing. I mean, it's super supple and soft, and they use thick cuts, and they really didn't cheap out on the materials anywhere because even on the strap and on the pull tab thing, they also have cuts of leather that are just as soft. So I think at the price that these go for, the quality of the materials are just simply hard to beat. Then moving on to fit and sizing, I did go true to size with the Adidas Forum 84 Low, and it fits me perfectly well. It does feel just a slight bit more snug than the high-cut version, but I still do recommend going true to size both on the highs and the lows, just because it does still fit really comfortably, and the materials are really soft, so it can definitely stretch out. There isn't much dead space anywhere on the shoe, and if you have a narrow foot, you can definitely cinch it down a little more with the strap, and if you do have a wider foot, you can actually remove the strap, which is something I do like, because in the Adidas Forum 84 highs, that strap is kind of fixed, so whether the strap on the highs fits you well or not, you're kind of just stuck with it, but at least with the lows you have an option of removing them. So for my recommendation on the sizing, if you have a narrow foot or a normal width foot, go true to size. Then if you have a wide foot, I do think you can go true to size because the materials are soft and you can remove the strap. But if you want to wear it comfortably with the strap, then I would suggest going up half a size, just so that you have a little bit more wiggle room. Then moving on to the aesthetic details, this shoe does have quite a lot of small touches, and it definitely is a mixed bag because there are definitely some that like strike at you right away, but there are some details that are more hidden and you can't really see them in pictures, and you'll only get to really appreciate them once you have them in hand. So starting off with the outsole, you do have red rubber all throughout, and that red is just super vibrant. You also have these small Adidas trefoil logos here on the circular traction, and you have Adidas branding here on the midfoot as well. Then moving on to the midsole, that rubber cup sole and the PU wedge are all in this off-white or cream, and you have your Adidas branding here on the lateral side of the heel. The sort of off-white or aged look on the midsole is just super well done because it isn't too yellow and it doesn't seem too forced, so in my opinion it is a very natural aged look. Then moving on to the upper, the base is primarily white, so you have white on the toe, white on the midfoot, and white at the heel, and it definitely just looks super clean and classy, and you really can't go wrong with predominantly white shoes. Then for the red accents on the shoe, you do have these small stripes here on the lateral and medial side of the toe rand, and here on the lateral side you also have these 5 dots. You also have red on your Adidas stripes and they're on both sides, and then you have red on the sock liner and back of the tongue. Then here on the lateral side, you actually have this embroidered Quicks logo with the skull, and it's definitely a cool logo, and I like the fact that it was embroidered like this because it just gives it an additional premium touch. Then for this overlay piece here on the midfoot and ankle, it actually is a subtle detail that you can actually see the Quicks toys like printed on it, and the material on this overlay piece is actually reflective, so I find that really cool. And that's one of the things, like I said, that were super discreet and you really couldn't tell or see in pictures. Then moving on to the strap, it is also reflective and you have more of that Quicks art. And then you have red Adidas branding here at the middle. One of the cool things about this when I first got it out of the box is that there were extra straps. So you do have a plain white one with red Adidas branding and red 3 dots. Then you also have an all red strap with white Adidas branding. It's definitely nice that they give you a choice, but I definitely think if I were to use it with the strap, I'd keep the reflective. Because I just really like these reflective touches, and it goes all the way back to the Jordans like the Jordan 5. So I'm definitely just rolling with the reflective. Then if you open the strap, you can kind of see some more of the other details. And one of the most interesting ones is that here on the tongue you have this tab, and it says pull to ghost mode, and that's actually another Velcro. And when you pull that tab and remove it, you can actually expose some text. So it says forum here on the left shoe and Manila on the right shoe. Then for the tongue and laces, they are white, and then you have a gold lace doubre with that Quicks logo on there as well. You also have another pair of laces, but those are red. And the nice thing about both the laces is that both of them come with gold aglets, and they also come with Quicks branding on the laces near the tips. Then behind the tongue, there are some more cool details because on the left it says it was all a dream, and on the right shoe it does say 01/21/20. The importance of that date behind the tongue is when the Adidas and Quicks partnership started, and the reason why it was all a dream was written on the back of the left shoe is because nobody really thought this was possible, and just the fact that Quicks was able to get a partnership with Adidas was just a really big deal for everyone in the Philippines. Then for the last few aesthetic details, you do have a really nice sort of graffiti art insole, and here at the back of the shoe you have TEQ63. Then for the overall aesthetics on the shoe, I just think it was super well done. You have that nice clean and classic white on the upper, a nice aged look on the off-white midsole, vibrant hits of red throughout the shoe, and a lot of really unique details and trinkets on the shoe, which really make it stand out. I really love that embroidered logo here on the lateral side, and I also do enjoy that reflective panel on the shoe as well as the strap. The gold on the shoe like here at the doubre and the aglets were also a nice touch, and this Velcro pull tab here at the tongue is just a super unique detail, and it's just something I don't really see much on footwear, so definitely major props to the creativity of Quicks. Because like I said, since it is mostly white, it looks super classic, but all of the small things he did with the shoe didn't really ruin the classic feel of the shoe, but just gave it more uniqueness and allowed it to stand out from the rest. I do have a bit of a dilemma though, because they did give me 3 options for the straps. Like you have the reflective, the white one, the red one, and then you have white laces out of the box with red extra laces, and I'm really not sure what I should do. Should I just keep these as is? Should I put the red strap with the white laces, the white strap with the red laces, or should I wear it with no strap? So I'm definitely thinking of what combination would be the best. So guys, I think just help me out by commenting down below on what combination of straps and laces you think would be the best. Then for the price, the Adidas Forum 84 Low TEQ63 retails for 6,500 pesos here in the Philippines, or $110 US. These did release here in the Philippines on October 15th, and I think that was also the global release, but I may be wrong on this one. But they should be widely available, so I really do appreciate that they did bump the numbers on these. just because I think a lot of people would like to buy these. So if you want to grab a pair of this Quiccs collab, you can go on the Adidas app or the Adidas website, and I also think they are available on the flagship Adidas stores, or you can also get them over at the Titan website. So there you have it guys, that was my detailed review on the Quiccs collab on the Adidas Forum 84 Low TEQ63. If you liked the video, please do make sure to leave a thumbs up down below, and if you haven't already, please make sure to sub to the channel and click that bell icon for notifications. And as always, whether you're looking for that retail dub or that first ever Filipino collab on an Adidas original shoe, just keep on hunting.